coming into this grand final, he said, I could find gaps in Liquid, I could find gaps in Army. You're going against Astralis on a map that they have not lost in what feels like forever. They've got a 14-0 streak. It is truly against all odds, and as the stage starts to rise, so does the anticipation, because now it is one single map of Counter-Strike. They've played thousands, but this one means oh so much more. Dynasty to be forged for Astralis and ENCE to complete the Cinderella story. The odds stacked against them. It's over to Henry G and Sadakis to shout about their favorite video game.
Absolutely, I love Portal 2. Just getting Aleksib is going to be incredible. ENCE have it all to do. Pulling back, as you say, on a map that Astralis are 14-0. Push down, xSeveN's already got Glave. He started off kills in all three of the pistols. He has gotten the opener. This is so far down banana already, and he and Dupreeh, they pulled it back.
Aggressive start there from ENCE, and they get the opening pick. It was looking very good, but device towards Log shuts it all down. It's now just aerial, and the Astralis players are very, very aware of that. The bombs to the spawns are pushed towards the step, and there it is, the first pistol on the board for Astralis. They lost both of them on train, but this is a fantastic start. Device with 2, Dupreeh from 3, and they didn't have to deploy strategy there, really. Just a default, waiting for that aggression. Nice idea from ENCE, get the first kill, but Device and Logs manages to find all the kills required. Now ENCE have the option to force buy in this second round. It's very common on the CT side of Inferno. Get the CZ's armor, smokes out, treated like a gun round. They're going to take the full eco instead. Nothing really purchased here at all as we head into round number 2. No nades, no armor, just default pistols, and they'll have a 5-man A stack towards the apartments.
Just watching to make sure no one jumped through boilers. They push down, you're absolutely right, but problem being, and they're discovering this the further they go with each passing step. There's no one there. Yeah, back over towards B instead.
Looks like it's clear, and indeed it is. ENCE will be conceding this round. Finds a couple towards the bottom. It's 47. They don't have an issue on these frags, but Dupreeh can actually farm some cash to the Mac 10. You want to send them down? One kill found? Absolutely not. It's the SMGs doing most of the heavy lifting here, but ENCE can buy up now. They'll have M4s for masses, maybe some orgs, we'll see. The AWP is available to xSeveN, but I don't think he's purchasing it.
Still waiting to find out. No, he's gone away from it, so he's gone to do with the AUG. No bomb plants required thus far. For Astralis, they just win it on kills. So much aggression. Down banana that time.
Now we look at this, there's no incendiaries at all. Apart from Aleksib, he's got 1. How do they get real control here? Well, if you send 4 players towards B, you might stand a chance. That's exactly what ENCE has done here. Trying to get that banana control that Sean was talking about, but overwhelmed by the Molotov, they'll have to fall back. There's only 1 player on the A side. That's going to be Aerial. As Glave pushes closer and closer to the mouth of the bomb site here. Flash over, they're going to try and reclaim it. Pretty good so far. CT still fighting back, and it's a 3 versus 2. Sergej alone on the wall. Anticipate him though. He gets the first frag. Smoke is good. This could be enough.
But now he stands trial for all of his sins. He's there and alone. They're going to sneak through it as well. Already around behind. Pulling off on the tree. He knows Dupreeh that smoke's going to be gone, so he swings back over and gets inside of the ruins instead. Aerial has not seen anyone.
Yeah, he was aware of the possibility of a player going towards spawn, but there's so many angles to check. Sergej will do what he can here. It all comes down to the timings. Dupreeh, remember the Mac 10, he actually does not have the advantage at this point.
And Xyp9x isn't immediately inside of the site, so this isn't a perfect trade. Many steps to get there, but the fact that he has the chance, because Sergej can't continue it on. And it's Aerial yet again. Smoke down, he won't be able to push through yet.
Bomb has been planted.
Breeze low. If he somehow can swing to find, not be spotted in turn. He looked the wrong way. Aerial drops, Dupreeh covers it.
An interesting approach there from ENCE. They knew they had a lack of utility, so they tried to counter that fact with numbers towards the banana area. 4 to be exact. with the rifles, the SMG trying to battle back, but you could see 5 players from Astralis there ready to fight back, and it's Dupreeh once again. Now playing with a flashbang off his teammate. xSeveN throws a flash, he sneaks through spawn, and Dupreeh, like we mentioned, did not have the advantage in the initial duel towards first oranges, but he gets back up from xSeveN there, they win the round, and it's 3-0. Dupreeh is 8-0, by the way. He hasn't even died yet as we enter round number 4. It's ENCE with Deagle CZs. We've got a mountain to climb now. This is looking like a 4-0 start on the T side for Astralis.
And think about the heavy heart Dupreeh plays with as well. His father passed just before the start of this major. And he's been here, he's been absolutely focused. No doubt the first emotion for him after this. With that, his father. Carmack spoke about it, the amount of sacrifice here. Dupreeh will finally drop. Gun available as well. Device.
He's already got a kill for this. Second, he might be able to get it at this point. Very low indeed. Looks like all 4 players will come in. There's nothing that he might be able to get 1 Deagle kill. He's got 10 HP. He'll have the shot he needed, but the round should still be going in favor of Astralis. CT's having him 4. No bomb planted just yet.
Allu swings it back in again. Sergej and Ariel get position. He's deep. He's already found the first. This is when Aleksib looking his direction. Gets one more. They're still on either side, and xSeveN takes matters into his own hands.
Just before it gets a little bit uncomfortable, xSeveN takes care of it. 4 in a row, a decent round there from ENCE, but no victory. But this is where the game really begins in the second map. Allu, considered one of the best AWPers on the CT side of Inferno. His arch play is spectacular. Always delivers, but he's going to have to more than ever in this particular round. Device, so perfect. Gets the kill for the smoke initially to open things up. Keeps trading with his teammates, and it's round number 5, 4-0 for Astralis on the T side of Inferno. Or for Allu. And there's a very default setup here, but Allu is going to be looking down towards the underpass, the T-steps area.
Allu just waiting. We know how good he is on Inferno. He can take matters very seriously with that op. How many times have we seen him push down to wall mid?
He loves that play.
He'll hold this time very passively, waiting to watch inside of Boiler, but they're sneaking behind. This setup's not really designed to cover off for a fast play out of the opponent's area. He's got to be perfect. Didn't even see them get in. Sergej found only one. Ariel steps back up, unfortunately. With a strike of a match, he's utterly turned to ash by Magisk, and he burns down inside a pit, opens up a lot. Because they're out. Bomb is behind the hole, though, but just has to cross back over. Fortunately, there's a smoke down in front of Library that will allow him to do so.
3 versus 3, but a massive advantage here for Astralis. The retake begins, the orb's up, but another smoke is down. How do they break through the force field of the smoke towards the arch side? Now focus towards quality. Looking for both of them, he absolutely nails it. Does he finish things off with a hat trick? We'll see. Allu with no choice but to fall back and hold on to the AWP. That's going to be 5-0 for sure now. Lovely approach of Astralis. They've got so much money, so much momentum behind them. They get the apartment's control, 1 smoke out, a flashbang to follow, and they make things so difficult to contain. It's that Molotov towards a pit that removed Ariel from the equation. Got 1 kill, but Allu might be done for here. Hits the shot towards Glave. I don't think he's
for a second follow. Spam, and he might be saved by the time he is. So the AWP, all they have to work with on the ENCE side. They force around it.
They could with maximum loss bonus.
It's a close force, though. It's just under the threshold of comfort. They're going to. It's going to be UMPs.
Well, Ariel hasn't got armor yet. He does buy the UMP.
Might be solo. Oh.
Just the partial buy around it. Still possible, though. We know the potential of Allu on this map. We just have to see it.
Same position as last time, so didn't want to get aggressive with the op. Thought there was a chance he might. Might be too early in the game to start throwing caution to the wind.
Wow, look at this
so
stack.
cavalier. Yeah, this is done. Game over. But did they know there's one behind? Sergej, he doesn't strike fast enough. The door opened too quickly.
Yeah, they're there anyway. They're watching it. It's a nice opening pick, but sergej can still cause damage. CZ. Doesn't land anything at all. It's both the opening kills, the 5 versus 3, but allu's still alive. A small chance they can win this still.
He's got to be in the right place at the right time as much as accurate with the AWP, because he'll identify he's still on A. He's going to rotate the bomb back around toward T stairs, and the fact that they have devices sight pretty much confirms matters done. And this time, we've got 51 seconds. The bomb's nowhere near being planted. There's no way allu survives. This time they're going to punish him, surely.
Well, they've got him surrounded. They're not even right now. They want to take the all-important one, and that's the orb remove, but he still has $200. 6-0 on the T side of Inferno. This is the Astralis pick. Not many teams can touch them on this map whatsoever. And it's going to be a counter-terrorist timeout. That's ENCE working out their options here. allu purchases the AWP. Do they want the secondary orb once again? We saw xSeveN rolling that weapon on train to great effect. They need to start posting rounds now. 6 is actually enough on the T side to consider it an okay half, or even a pretty decent half, sometimes depending on the matchup. So they need to start posting a lot of rounds together. Astralis have so much cash, and the pressure's starting to get to ENCE now. Getting ran over here in the first half of the second map.
We've yet to see them really be run over. Again, they're somehow capable of pulling themselves back into these situations. They were 7-0 down against Big in an elimination match, 0-2 in the group stage.
Yes, that's a very good point.
Again, every time we say that, we have to remind you, though, that Astralis on a stage is something unworldly, something we've never seen in Counter-Strike before. They are just so good.
It's very true. The leg of one, still can't connect the shot just yet. Dupreeh baits out the smoke. Does he want to push it? Not quite. Pull back and baited out. Control the CT, but it's still very early on in the round. And Aleksib with no grenades now. xSeveN, same story. That's the smoke gone. So how do they hold on to this banana area? They've got nothing to challenge it with. They're going to boost.
You can see him called for it the second he went down. They can face it. They need to get away from the flames, and they can't. Aleksib would tag just enough as he fell off the wall that he'll burn alive as soon as he wanted to get back to B.
That's still a massive advantage for Astralis, especially on Inferno. The numbers will be very thin on the CT side. You can see it's just xSeveN. Remember, no at all. Well, around half. One back. Can he get the second? He absolutely can. That's fantastic as he goes into 4-on-2.
That's a brave repeak. Especially, as you say, he was alone on the site. xSeveN had to go back for the bomb. This buys a lot of time. No one rotating off, though. So this could still be xSeveN solo holding. And if they let this be a plant, and allu's got to rotate over, he's the closest with the AWP. They've got 2 smokes on the Astralis side. Either of those are up in the post plant. This could be now. xSeveN, he's found. It's exactly that. They're late. So bomb gets in. 18 seconds, it will be planted. And Dupreeh, he wants to hold inside of it. He's actually going to fall off. Probably the better call. You can certainly hear them working their way back in. He'll even consider banana at this point in time because it's planted for him. He can swing out, and xSeveN, he stays directly on top at the emo position. It's a perfect way to swing. He can drop down, cover off anyone to his left. allu's the only one there so far. Again, the AWP, up close as it is. Utility throw. Goes for it. Out Dupreeh back in. He finds both, and it's 7-0.
It doesn't get much better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Counter-Strike perfection. My God. 3 versus 2. No utility available on the T side, but the positioning, the reactions to the smokes coming in. It's xSeveN playing off his teammate, and look at that play. The preemptive fire towards the coffins is absolutely beautiful. How they pull that round off, I'm not sure, but ENCE are really feeling it now. They have to go into round number 8 with nothing more than Deagles and CZs. They've got 4 HEs, however. They can get an opening kill from this, but they won't be able to recover rifles. Needs to go in, how much damage found? There it is towards Glave. But he'll continue to shoot towards B. Down he goes, maybe a little bit too aggressive there with low HP.
Can't get the rifle, though. It's just too far out of reach. Device makes sure of it by putting a Molotov back on the corner to ensure that they've gone back over the site. Double boost. Might have to be. So they'll keep 2 above the smokes. Mass chaos will ensue if they don't look that direction, because 2 pistols, one of them a Deagle, can do massive damage if Astralis walks by that. And they'll smoke it again. Device with the Krieg wants to try and open up toward coffins. Magisk is still there as well, and I think he's setting to clear out new box.
Still even with that pick. 4 players on the CT side focusing the B bomb side, but the bomb for now is in second middle. There's just Aerial who's currently in the pits. He'll have his work cut out for him. Device showing a little bit of presence towards B. CT still there.
Third smoke deployed towards CT. A lot of utility left over on the Astralis side. Device is close enough that he might actually be able to sneak under it, even with the boost. xSeveN, he won't see him. Does, but it's too late. He doesn't want to fire at that point. He gives the information to Device. They try to walk the boost out. That makes it easier for Device to actually line up the shot. Sergej, he gets underneath of it. Meanwhile, it's back over toward A. Aerial has to do every bit of work. He's got an A given to him, but that's taken immediately back.
Bomb's going to go down, and it begins again at 3 versus 2. No kits available for the CTs, as Magisk and xSeveN both get in the apartments. A great positioning once again.
Still the advantage, but allu has an AK at 100 HP. You'd argue with the armor as well that he's their best shot at this.
No kits, no smokes. How do they win this?
One kill each. Gone. Magisk sneaks back around. He's coy. Sergej, much to do at this point in time. Does take the blood from Magisk's head, but it won't be much more than that. Bomb's gonna detonate. 8-0. Even wants to chase him down. He was low HP. Just barely stays alive. Astralis say unbeaten so far in Inferno.
Close rounds do nothing for ENCE at this point. xSeveN, after winning that one, has $16,000. That's the absolute maximum you can have in Counter-Strike. If it was a close game, I would say that's significant, the fact they did so much damage, but at 8-0 down, it doesn't help them at all. ENCE will try and counter this with a double AWP setup. Aleksib and allu with the sniper rifles here. But once again, it's just so perfect from Astralis. There's not really much you can do against this. They get that bomb down with 5 seconds to spare. They both get in the apartment. Absolutely ruin ENCE. allu back on the AWP, this time not as aggressive. Need to start winning some rounds here. 8-0 down. On the half. The shot, Aleksib just gets away just about. An opening round once more for xSeveN.
What?
Hello!
Glave, oh man, he absolutely nails it. They both got weak this in an aid.
Wow. Don't see many double kills of the HE map. That's insane.
We talked about how Astralis reinvented this game using utility. This map especially. HEs were not really relevant, not prevalent until the last 6 months, and they are the reason why. Aerial again, 1-on-4, 9-0. There's no way he can pull this back. And there's no use the consecrated whale at this point. He will at least get one back, but it's inevitable. They're going to run him over at this rate. Bomb's already planted and Glave's hunting.
They're going to have to eco again, or at least a partial buy next round. If they save the AUG, they might be tempted to force into it, but why wouldn't you hunt him? You've got so much money here on the T side, and it's Glave sniffing him out. Aerial, just a couple of bullets in this AK. It looks like Glave has found him once again. Another clean sweep. They barely died on the Astralis side. Dupreeh 11-3, xSeveN 11-2. allu 1-8. Similar scenes to what we saw yesterday when he dropped off.
And he's had the off twice. It's not like it's been all economy against him. 5 kills tops for both Sergej and Aleksib. Device puts on a clinic as always.
The double kill. At first, Oranges, it looked like they'd done enough. They got the opening pick, but then it swings in the blink of an eye. And like I said, ENCE now, they get $3,400 every round they lose at this point. Problem is, you need about 4,500 per player to have a decent buy on the CT side. They're going to have to go CZ's and armor again, but they are good in these sort of situations. Not over just yet. It's a very scary scoreline, but they've come back from worse. We'll see if CZ's armor can find them that round to get them on their feet, get some money rolling. P250 CZ's, HE's. Still a chance, but if it goes 10-0, that chance really is running away. Wow, finally they go down. Device has to turn his attention, but he knows that means there's going to be a top of banana. He won't get caught by it. Beautiful.
Unbelievable. He's so well orchestrated in every situation. You can't fool Device. Even when you think you've got the outnumbered, Glave's going to close off xSeveN. Even the aggression won't work. And at this point, it's not even round by round. It's pain by pain. That ENCE slowly have to let this game slip away. They've got to do something to get back in. Finally, an AWP back out in their hands.
You're right there. The AWP's come out. They go for the double AWP setup again. Aleksib considering it, hasn't purchased here, but Device just looks like he's on another level right now. Nothing can be done. 10-0 on the T side of Inferno. Already a map up. This will do it. Secure their third major championship. An unexpected matchup here. ENCE go down swinging, but I need to start posting around. Need at least 3 or 4 to even start the conversation of the comeback.
Double flash goes down forward. At that position is xSeveN and catches off Magisk. He goes back around. Finally, they get something rolling. Allu. He takes out Dupreeh. He's going to be locked in, and they'll shut him down. All on to Xyp9x, this time in a 1-on-4. Can he keep the shutout alive?
So this is going to be a loss bonus now removed, man. Every kill Xyp9x can find it. Knock on effect. He might still be able to win this, you know. With a minute there, the pipeline goes through. Sergej will take the loss bonus removed. The next round is must win. No question about it. ENCE have to take this one. A 10-5 scoreline, it's still possible to recover. They'll have the AWP, a couple of rifles as well. It has to be victory, nothing else will do. Great aggression there. Not timid at all. Lovely work from sergej to close out the round cleanly. As we head into round number 12. Spending almost everything they've got.
A few smiles on their side so far.
I gotta enjoy this game, right? Still one for the life.
And there's nothing to be ashamed of. This run has been so good for them. This one is as well as they run down middle. It's gonna be allu holding off the corner. We know he's good at it, but he's flashed away. He's got a scurry. On the other side of the map, Device. Again through smoke. These guys are so good at running up and anticipating. And he steps away.
No way.
And he nearly gets it again, even spraying with the pistol. That's foolish. Xyp9x will flash himself back in aerial alone. In the sight does find one. They don't even consider the fact that he's been for so long, but his patience is slightly off. Unfortunately, he'll burn. He'll burn into the nade. Aleksib, he's in the open. They're so good with utility on the Astralis side.
It's pretty unbelievable, I have to say. Wow. Just a Magisk has got 213 utility damage so far. Glave with 119 and Device with 43. They're doing absolute work with the utility, that's for sure. And that's the round they couldn't afford to lose. They will not have the loss bonus behind them now. They'll have to buy with everything they can. CZs, Deagles, Scouts, and Org. If they can't win this round, it's likely to be a 14-1/2. Down there, right through the wickets. As Molotov hold the CTs at bay. The grenades will do work once again. Allu goes down. Aleksib drops, and this is all falling apart once again. Xyp9x patient for the push. They just know exactly what's going to happen. He brings it out, but he can't get the double. It's left in a 4 versus 1. That is the nightmare scenario now.
Dupreeh's already on the case. You're right. They're one step ahead in every single situation. 12-run reset. Not much left for ENCE now.
Sonic doesn't have to do much at this point. They're in cruise control, and it has to be an eco. They got $2,000. They'll have to eco for the last round. That's why I was saying the 14-1 scoreline was looking very likely.
Not so easy today.
Full eco.
Full rush. Caution to the wind at this point. Device nearly getting the ace. I thought he would get the 5th. Glave beats him to it. Same result, though. It's another round for Astralis, and it's one step closer to tying the record for all-time major victories. They want their 3rd. They want 2nd back-to-back. Fnatic won their 3rd and their final on this stage, keep in mind.
That's a very good point. Last round, what a half it's been. Astralis displaying pure dominance here. Why they're considered the world's best. So consistent. This is no flash in the pan. They've been at the very top for a long time now. Doesn't look like they'll be challenged today. Looking for the clean sweep in the final. 2-0. 14-1 in the team size. Pretty unheard of, but if there's ever a team that could do it, these group of young Danes would certainly be in that conversation. No kits, barely any utility. He's hoping to see more from the MVP. I don't think we've seen a fraction so far. Sergej the M4. They've lost map control here. The aggression hasn't worked. The default setups yielded no fruit. Bomb still down in a bit of a chance here, but can't connect the bullets.
It's tapping. Rice knows exactly where they're inclined to play. Not even about fading out utility because there just isn't any. No kits either, keep in mind. Forward confidence now. Firing through smokes. Incendiaries to clear orange. He walks heavy on this. Tries to put inside the smoke. It doesn't work. Glave. He's able to run him over. Follows that up. Once again, the site is open. Dupreeh will go for the plants.
4 versus 3. Zipex in a prime position. Well, absolutely nails it. It's looking like to be 14-1 here. That's a tremendous half. It doesn't get much better than this. He currently sits on 18 kills and 5 deaths, and Dupreeh is bickering over the frags now. Who will get them? Absolute dominance there. Counter-strike perfection. This is why they're the best. ENCE, it looks like this could be the end. They've had an amazing journey here, but Astralis just too powerful. There will be a chance in the second half if they can pick up the pistol, but whether they can go further than that is yet to be seen. You'll have to find out after this break.
fates may have touched eternal things on the hearts of humankind. No one can ever take this run away from them, but Astralis, they never let it in their minds. It's not even come into a shadow of doubt in this game. It's 14-1, and we've got maybe just 2 rounds away from them in a 3rd major championship.
Absolutely right. ENCE will do everything they can in this pistol, of course. They've got 5 sets of Kevlar, and they're going for the rush towards middle. It's Dupreeh that takes the bullet to the face, but he will survive as they continue to push towards the outside. Dupreeh to play at the flow. What is that shot? Unbelievably good as Glave will try and back them up. He's marked for a strong, but can they hold on to it?
They're forward to the smoke, but they've lost the bomb. Glave's great shot takes down Aleksib, and they've got to turn back forward. He's well aware of the fact that xSeveN is already rotated into aerial. It's running in very difficult circumstances. Fortunately, they cleared out pit, and they have the backside of the site. On top of that, they've got the advantage.
Bomb has been planted.
A comeback. They have to play it. They have to put everything into it. They've got to give themselves every possibility. They'll corner off the Zipics. The device has gone around. Already. Reload could cost him. Sergej holds on, and ENCE get their second.
Smiles on their face. They should enjoy every moment of this. 4 of these players in their first major and the grand final against the world's best. They've won the pistol. They'll bring out the AKs, but as I mentioned in the first half, on Inferno, the CT side, 2nd round force fight is very viable. 5-7 CZs, a plethora of smokes and flashbangs as well. Astralis will try and end this early.
We got lots of time to recover from that if it doesn't work out. Down for the fact that they were holding it on the front. They didn't want Aleksib to run around the corner and give up something quite so easily, but Dupreeh even still finds the first kill.
They've rushed middle again, by the way. They've rushed middle on pistol, rushed middle, and the second it's a 5 versus 3 damage. It looks like it's falling apart, but they start to save the day. Goes to the
swing from aerial down to 1-1. We know how good he is, but he has to reload, and there's not enough time for him to reset into his tactics. It's when he gets time to set up, that's when you know you're in trouble, but if you can bounce, you won't give that chance away. And fortunately, they do lose all but 1, but they stay alive.
Well, it's a full eco now for Astralis. Do ENCE rush middle again? That one works out. It was a 5 versus 3 that's recovered. I love the fact they smile on their faces. Nothing to be ashamed of here. 1 HE, 1 Deagle. That's all Astralis will bring into round number 18. They are sending heavy numbers towards middle again. It's Dupreeh waiting with the Deagle, but down he goes. He did get a headshot through the wall and take Aleksib down to 1 HP. That's incredibly unlucky. Rush middle again, it works 3 out of 3 times.
No fault there. If it ain't broken, I mean, what are the odds of them do it a 3rd time as well, right? You can't really blame Astralis for assuming to stack the B site. Eventually something's got to change. Double bluff. Either way, allu's gonna wait. Get rolling on this T side, maybe get the WP out. Magisk will get yet more utility kills for Astralis. Mag 10 at range. So too is sergej. I want to make sure sergej he stays that way because they can't afford to lose any more of the AKs. Does bomb detonate? I think time's going to reset just barely. They almost lost 2 guns to the bomb at the end of that.
Well, this is where things might start to come to a close. Astralis with the AWP. The Orgs are out. No kids, however. Don't think ENCE will rush middle again. Now they've got 3 rounds in a row. Might be worth thinking about going back to the defaults and seeing what can be done here. Take it round by round. That's what they've done before. I mean, they recovered 15-8 against Liquid. Much taller order. But Glave with the M4. He'll get 2 and doesn't even want to pull back yet.
It looked like he was going to get taken down on that because Zipics was caught with a nade out. Glave was never spotted. Some shifts yet again. They've gone long. Both those players on B are low, but Device is rotating over as a result. He'll break the now lose. He's not aware that a Device has come right back over on his side of the map. boldly gets taken down. Ariel's the last alive. It looks like championship and major point of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice event. Going the way of Astralis, all they have to do is find one remaining player. Dupreeh does that.
One more round will do it. Their third major trophy, heading towards the cabinet of Astralis. That's such a dominant round as well. Glave, he's not messing around. 2 kills of the M4, falls back, funnels him towards A. Bomb nowhere near planted. That's ENCE who have enough to buy into this round, but they'll get 4 AKs, 1 Deagle. Expensive rounds previous. And is this where it all ends? One more round will do it.
And if you doubted for a second that they weren't the greatest of all time before, what argument have you now? History is being written with every single event they attend. This is unexplored. No one's done what they have. Intel Extreme Masters, the Grand Slam last year, back-to-back majors. Surely 2019 can't possibly be slowing down. Not for Dupreeh either. He'll get 2. Walk in the smoke, Glave. He'll only punish 1. It's area to find, and it's done.